What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Do You Binge? Please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my social media accounts. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Facebook. Feel me? Um, Today we're gonna be talking about sinners. And if you haven't if you haven't seen Sinners, I highly recommend this movie. It's a really good movie. It stars Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan, and it's directed by Ryan Coogler, and it's a really good movie. So, now what happened in this movie? So, two brothers, name is Stack and Smoke, right? They was up north for a little bit, right? It was up north, and it was like, damn, bro, niggas is really free out here, right? And so they hop back on like they car, they drive down to back like south, right? So when they get to the south part of the country, and they was like, all right, boom, what we gonna do? So they open up like a little bar, like little fucking club. They opened a club, right? So they found this nigga, who's part of the Ku Klux Klan, and like they bought this building from them, right? And so it's like, boom, there's gonna be a club. So they can go around the town, they gather their buddies and shit. Like, yo, bro, we open up a club, bro. So everybody lit. We're gonna be playing music. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna be having a good time, right? And they like make their rounds. They gather up musician. They gather up them niggas. You feel me? They gather up guests and shit. So they all now it's nighttime and they partying, right? They partying, bro. So they having a good time, bro. They playing music and like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like it was very like this movie was very like it really drew me in. It really sucked me in. I was like, holy shit. Like dead ass, I was like, oh, like I like the pacing of this movie, bro. I like the how it looked type shit. I was just like, bro, god damn it, I wish I was there. Shit was nice, bro. Especially like they had that little sequence. I was like, oh, I was not expecting that shit, man. I was not expecting that little dance sequence. I was like, oh shit, that shit hard, bro. That shit was fucking hard, bro. So yeah, so while they partying, they having a good time, they singing, they chilling, they mingling and all that. Like three vampires come out the woodworks, literally, and it was like, yo, bro, trying to get into this party. What you talking about? This party look lit as fuck, bro. We get into this party, bro. And they're like, listen, man, like this is the opening night type shit. We ain't expand yet. This is for like, close friends, family members, trying to test it out, bro. It's opening night, so we ain't just letting everybody in like that, right? They're like, bro, it was like, yo, man, we understand that, bro, but it's alright though, cause we just come to the party. We got some bread, like type shit. We gonna pay and all that stuff. We gonna drink. We gonna dance too. And it was like, you know what? I mean, that sounds all nice, but maybe you come back like next week when we like really get the hang of the shit, type shit, right? So they was like, damn, bro, we can't come in. And then Michael B. Jordan's just like, nah, bro, we can't come in, bro. And so they're like, damn, bro. So they like leave, right? And what's his name? Stack, right? Stack has a girlfriend, right? And the girl was like, yo, bro, like, I mean, this is a good opportunity for us to build a customer base type shit, right? So Stack is like, I bet I feel that. I need that bread type shit because my name's Stack type shit, right? So he sends this girl to go investigate, right? So the girl's like, bro, like it's family and friends type shit. It's opening night type shit. But like you said, you got bread type shit. And they're like, yeah, we got bread type shit. What are you talking about? So like she talking to them, right? And like they start getting creepy, right? They start getting creepy. They're like, listen, man, we got bread type shit, but like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, we vampires too type shit. and she's like, man, what the fuck? That got me fucked up, bro. I'm going back inside. I'm gonna get some drink. I'm gonna mingle. I'm gonna socialize. I'm gonna dance. And y'all niggas stay the fuck out here. What are you talking about? They're talking about they vampires. So she about to go back inside, right? And then as she walk in, talking about some creepy ass niggas, bro. Like one of them niggas jumped up in the middle of the air, did a backflip, and then bit her right in the back, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, hold on, like, let me tell you something. That I like how I did that. I did that. That's how you knew it was getting serious. Because the whole time, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, I follow this movie. I was like, yeah, it's just hard. It's just nice. I was like, yeah. I said, that's what you talking about. And then all of a sudden, the nigga jumped up in there. I was like, what the fuck? Hold on. I was like, hold on. Nigga, what? What just happened, bro? And then so, boom. She goes back. Man. She goes back to the party, right? And when she get there, she like, bro, what you talking about? Niggas is creep as fuck, bro. We can't let them niggas in, bro. What you talking about? We can't let them in. This opening night is close friends only. So they let him in, right? And then boom, she finds Stack, right? And then she woke up to Stack talking about some the gold I got, bro. And then Stack's like, God damn, bro, where you get this gold from? And she like, hey, stop playing with me, man. I do what I do. And niggas out there got some gold on them, bro. And then Stack like, I bet, man. So they go in the back, in a private room for like a little session, you feel me? And then so meanwhile, when they having the session, boom, she got a little too freaky. I don't lie, she got a little too freaky, and ended up freaking almost ripping Stack's freaking neck off type shit, right? So boom, so then they're like, everybody's like, what the fuck going on? We hear that sound, bro. And then so they all go investigate it, and they see her, she eating them, right? And they're like, what the fuck? Smoker's like, nigga, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like I did when I saw that nigga flip to the air. Nigga, that's what happened with Smoke when he seen that shit. He was like, nigga, what the fuck? And so boom. So boom, like shoot that bitch, boom, dead. At least they thought she was dead, you feel me? But they ain't stop her, bro. They ain't stop her because she's like, nah, bro, I'm a freak for real, bro. I'm a fucking freak, nigga. I'm a freak, nigga. I do this, nigga. I'm a motherfucking freak. And she jump up, ran outside, bro. They're like, what the fuck is going on, boom? Stack laying on the ground like, God damn, bro, that bitch a freak, right? So he laying there like, and the Smoker's like, now hold on, what the fuck? Like, she a freak like that, bro? And then like, so Smoke goes and check on Stack, and it turns out Stack Smoke, stop, wait, fuck, no, yeah, Stack laying on the floor, and he like, bro, I think she done sucked my whole soul out of my body. And then so Smoke is like, oh my God, bro. This bitch just fucking killed my brother, right? And then so Stack is fucked up. Stack is fucked up. So Smoke is like, all right, everybody clear the room. He needs some time. He need to get back to himself. Cause that nigga never experienced some shit like that before. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never experienced some shit like that before, so we gonna need to give the nigga some time off, right? So boom, they all exit the room, they lock the motherfucking door, right? And so so now they all conversating, talking about something. Nigga, what the fuck going on, bro? Right? And then boom, Stack pop up, right? He like, yo, bro, the fuck? Where that bitch at? Where that bitch at, nigga? Where she at? I need that type shit. Right? And so he like, let me out, bro. I need to find her. And then everybody's like, oh, hey, you need to leave him in there, bro. You leave that motherfucker in there, bro. Because let me tell you something, bro. That is not him, bro. I don't know what she did, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. He needs to stay in that room, bro. And so now Stack is pissed off. He mad. He's like, nah, bro. I need to find her, bro. What are you talking about? I need to find her, bro. And then like, let me get the fuck out of this room, nigga. Let me out of this room, nigga. Right? And then Smoke was like, hey, I ain't getting out this room. You're not getting out this room until dawn, my nigga. You're not getting out this room. And then boom, he break the door down. He rushed past her. Nigga went outside, bro. Boom. So, turns out, she done turned Stack into a vampire, bro. And so now Stack is like, oh, I made that. Let's turn them all into vampires, but talk about. So now they all stuck in the club. They can't leave the club because like if they leave the club, they got a whole gang of vampires outside waiting to turn them all to vampires. You feel me? So like, nah, bro, we gotta stay here till dawn, man. I read this book type shit. We can't. Nah, I read this book, bro. Like, my grandmother told me type shit, right? So we ain't going outside type shit, right? So like, damn, we're really stuck in here, bro. And then meanwhile, one of the characters in the barn, whose husband left to go outside, came back talking about some baby. It's late. I'm drunk. I'm trying to go home, nigga. Trying to go home and sleep. But you know, trying to go home. Do that before I sleep. And then they're like, hey, chill, man. We're gonna stay here until dawn type shit. We're gonna stay here until dawn type shit. Right? So Then she's like, nah, bro. My daughter's at home. I don't really trust that nigga. A little weird, bro. He got too much to drink. Nigga running around. Nigga doing backflips. I ain't never seen that nigga do a backflip. And I got this man over here talking Chinese. And nigga don't know how to speak Chinese. I know for a fact that nigga don't know how to speak Chinese. What you talking about, bro? And so she's like, nah, bro. We gotta go outside. Nah. Everybody's like, nah, chill, man. They outside, we inside, everything good. And she's like, nah, bro, my daughter, bro. Boom. She let them all inside. So they start fighting each other, right? And everybody dead, bro. Niggas died, bro. Shit was gruesome, bro. Shit was sad too, man. That was the most sad death. The one with the daughter at home, bro. That was the most sad ass death I've ever seen. I was like, God damn, bro. It was so heartwarming too, but I was like, damn, fuck. Shit was tough. For me. So they fighting each other, Stack and Smoke fighting each other, and eventually Stack, Smoke was like, yeah, listen, man, I'm gonna let you go, but don't tell nobody that I let you go type shit, right? So Stack is like, I bet Smoke ain't gonna tell nobody. So he leave. He got his little girlfriend, cause he need that. And then they get the fuck out of there, right? And then so leaving Smoke behind to clean up all the mess. And at the end of it all, it was a good ass night, but that's why you gotta watch out for vampires, man. Because when you got a good club like that and your music bumping like that, and niggas having a good time, some motherfucking dead niggas gonna raise out from under the earth and try to come party with you. You gotta be careful about that shit. Feel me? Dead ass. So that was the movie. So what I get from this movie? I think this movie is like a cautionary tale to when you have something special, something good that brings people together. Hating ass niggas is always gonna find some way to fuck that shit up. Facts. Right? Niggas gonna try and fuck that shit up. So that's why in this movie it's trying to say to me that if you got something good, you gotta you can't be too rash about it. You gotta protect that shit. And you can't just let any nigga into your motherfucking party like that because they might fuck up the atmosphere, the vibe, and shit. And that is exactly what happened. Motherfuckers let niggas in on opening night and they didn't take too much precautions and shit got fucked up. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, I was feeling it. I was feeling the vibe, and at the end of the movie, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I was kind of a little upset, man. I was like, man, how they fuck up this club like that, man? Like the whole club got burnt down type shit. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, they had nice shit going on, man. I was about to pull up, nigga, and club got burnt down because niggas didn't take the necessary precautions type shit. So, and I feel like this movie is really speaks on teamwork and togetherness because they had an idea. It seems like I don't know much about their background, but it seems like them niggas was trying to figure out how to make it every which way, and they finally found a way to make it, and it was going good. But they didn't take the necessary precautions, and they just let anybody into the motherfucker club on opening night, and shit got fucked up. So, what that mean? That means don't let any nigga in on opening night, my nigga. Because I felt like the club would have prospered much longer if they didn't just let anybody in on opening night. I feel like if you have a game plan for opening night for anything, You got a game plan for opening night type shit. You're supposed to stick to that plan. You stick to that plan for opening night. You feel it. You feel the vibes and shit, and you're like, I see this, I see okay, and then you can get other niggas to come in on the other nights. But an opening night, my nigga, you gotta just like keep it small, keep the vibe, and let it flow type shit. Word. Word. So if you haven't seen Sinners, man, I really suggest that you watch it. It's a really good movie. It was very like well done, very well directed. I like the pacing. I like how it drew me in, and also made me like realize type shit, and then drew me back in again. And I really like felt for the characters. I really grew close to the characters type shit. You feel me? Word. And so now, what is the question that I'm going to ask y'all? For this movie. Comment in the sections below if you guys ever heard from your grandmothers some freaking story that makes your bones chill. You feel me? Where they tell you don't touch that motherfucking face, because if you touch that motherfucking face, freaking a nigga with a big hat is gonna come in the middle of the night and fucking I don't know, snatch you out your bed, and then we ain't never gonna see your ass again, type shit. So if you have any weird stories like that, your parents, your grandparents, or you just heard like that was going around, circling around for a little bit, comment in the section below and tell us about it. And that would like, let niggas know not to touch that base type shit. All right. So again, if you haven't seen Sinners, man, I really suggest you see Sinners. One of the good movies. It was on my top 10 list movies to see this year, and it did not disappoint, bro. It did not disappoint. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was too stressed. I knew it was gonna live up to my expectations, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was a very good movie, very unexpected. I didn't really know much about it going into it, and I like how when like movies do that, they give you just enough info to be like, nigga, what the fuck this movie about? But you don't really know nothing about the movie until you actually get there. You've seen the movie, you're like, I see what they was trying to do. You feel me? So let me know if you've seen Sinners, and if you have like some weird cautionary tale, lore type of story that you heard in your community from your parents. I'll comment it in the section below, and I will see you next time for another episode of Do You Binge. Oh, and also follow me on my YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and my Instagram, and I will see you next time. Peace.